Hey, genderqueer chat. It's Thursdays with Jan, and this week's topic is exercise or gender and working out. So it's broken up into three parts, and the first question is, how do people read you at the gym when working out, when you're participating in physical activity? Okay, so even though I do this minimally, I go to yoga, to hot yoga, Bikram yoga, and it's an hour and a half in a room that's like 104 degrees. I also cycle, but I haven't done that so much recently, so I'll just stick to yoga. So how I'm read, I have absolutely no idea. And so since I'm probably going to go tonight, I decided that it would be fun to just show you what I wear to yoga, because I have like so many issues trying to find the most gender neutral, masculine looking outfit, and it's really difficult to do when you're in a room that's that hot and you and you're even asked to wear as little as possible. So I used to just go in like a sports bra and biker shorts, and I still even do that sometimes, but now I try to wear a tank top over. So I'll show you this is my yoga outfit. So hopefully you can see this, but I just wear a tank top and like, I have to stand up in the chair. Shorts. Okay. And like a spaghetti strap top, and I don't bind or anything. It's far too hot to do that, and I go, like when I'm at yoga, I think a lot about health related stuff and like all of my abdominal issues, so I want to make sure that like I could do all of or I could get as deep into the postures as I possibly can to receive the most medical benefits from them. So, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I don't pack, and I wear really thin shorts, and yeah, and because I don't bind, I suspect that I'm not read as male, but it's really difficult to tell, and also I don't talk, like nobody talks in class. It's a silent class, and just the instructor talks. But one thing that I do notice is that, so you're supposed to stare at yourself in a mirror the entire time, which is really difficult to do. So everybody's supposed to stare at themselves, and we do this series of 26 postures, and I swear, you can tell when people are looking at you, and every once in a while, at least in the beginning of the class, I will catch people staring at me, and it's not like just like a smile kind of look. It's like I'll look at them and they'll turn away right away. So it makes me wonder how long, like what they're thinking also, or how long they've been staring at me, because we do, like, it's really funny. Maybe I need to take off my sweater again to show you. So the first posture is like this breathing exercise, and you go like this, and then you breathe in, and then you breathe out like that. And every time I do that, like even when I was still identifying as female, like as soon as I would lift my hand and people would see that I didn't shave my armpits, I would get the stares. Like, it was very obvious. And so now I still get the stares, I just don't know what the hell it is they're thinking. Okay. This is the second question. Do you feel more masculine, feminine, non-gendered when working out? So when I'm working out, I try not to think about gender. I mostly think about my health, but because I'm staring at myself and I'm wearing so little, it's hard not to think about like the effects of testosterone and how much or how little my body has changed. And I think that because I'm not talking, like a lot of those things that have changed more towards the masculine side are not well, they're not as visible to me, and so I start to kind of see myself as female again, and sometimes I don't know if that's like a good or a bad thing, because I'll just go into the third part. The third question is, do you feel more how does physical exercise help you and or hinder your connection to your gender and body? So I think I'll just answer that part too. I don't know, I wasn't sure how to answer that part, because I do see more of my feminine or female characteristics when I'm exercising, and sometimes I'm like, damn, not so much has changed really, and it's really hard not to compare yourself to other people, like when there are guys around me or women. It's really difficult to not, even though you're not supposed to do this, to look at other people's bodies and think about gender and that whole thing. So whenever I start in yoga, I have my I don't give a fuck period, which is like the beginning, when I can notice people staring at me, and I'm just like, okay, focus on yourself, focus on what you're doing, and it doesn't matter what anybody thinks, because they can't say anything anyway. And then my brain goes into like, oh my god, I have so much work to do, what am I doing here, holy shit, like, I'm not going to finish anything. And then finally my brain shuts off, and I feel like a far more centered person, and that's the part that I really like, because I start to feel, or I lean more toward not feeling or thinking about gender at all, and that's kind of where I would like to be. And of course, like, a part of the dialogue is to, like, when the instructor is talking, a part of their dialogue is to mention that you want to, like, suspend all judgment and things of that nature while you're doing the postures. And so finally that kind of starts to sink in, and also that's a part of the reason why, like, during my I don't give a fuck period, I'm like, okay, people are not supposed to judge me here. This is the one space where I'm not supposed to be judged. But yeah, also I forgot to mention, like, changing rooms. I leave the class and I'm like ridiculously sweaty, but I don't change while there. Like, I get into my car all wet and I go home and then I shower there. And in the past I would change in the women's room, and now I just feel completely uncomfortable going in there, so I don't go into either changing room. So yeah, that's kind of where I am in terms of yoga. I don't know, as things change more, I don't know what I'm going to do about my top and bottom half. I can't see myself binding at yoga or wearing a packer. Like, it just wouldn't work for me with the postures that we do. So I'll have to think hard. If anybody has any suggestions about what they do, I'd love to hear about them. Okay, I'm going to go, because I'm going to go to yoga and experience everything that I've just been talking about. Okay, hope everybody's doing well.